Okay, so today is an impossible card find for beginners. This says for beginners, but really it's anyone that can do this trick. This trick is for experts, intermediate. It's just extremely powerful. And before you're wondering, is this that one trick where you look at the bottom card, put this card down, cut the deck, find your card, put the card on the back onto the top of their card, and then you go through and you look for the card that was on the bottom, and you're like, oh, there's your card. No, this is not that. This is a lot more powerful. It's something that you would see a professional do in street magic. This is an insane trick, and it doesn't involve a marked deck. This is for anyone, but it's also for beginners. This is so easy that I could tell my grandma how to do this, and she could perform it out on the street and amaze like 20 people right now, no problem. So anyway, how to do this trick, really quick. You tell the spectator to, pick a number between 1 and 10, but tell them that it has to be a higher number, because the number that they're picking is going to be the amount of cards that you get out of the deck. So say they pick a number 7. You wanted 7? Okay, so I'm going to go through the deck, and I want you to take out any 7 cards that you want. Don't look at them, just put them face down. Alright, so say they want this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So they wanted 7. You say, okay, now we don't need the rest of these cards anymore. So you put them like over here. Now you say, now all we want is these cards. I'm going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check to make sure I didn't do anything sneaky. Put a double card or something like that. Then you just square it up just like this. And then after you square it up, you're going to fan out the cards. You can either spread them, or I just like to kind of fan it, have them pick any card that they want. So say they wanted this card right here. You tell them, okay, you want that card? Go ahead and look at your card. The card happens to be the 3 of clubs. Now that they looked at their card, what you're going to do is you're going to fan it out again and say put it anywhere you want in the deck, or you could just give them the card and they could put it in the deck anywhere they want, you know what I mean? So after they put the card in the deck, let's say they put it about right here in the middle of the deck, because they usually put it in the middle of the deck. You get it in the middle of the deck, drop it. You don't need any breaks, you don't need none of that. There's no breaks. Your card is somewhere in the middle of the deck. Now you tell them that you don't even want to touch the cards anymore. You don't want to touch them anymore. You're going to have them shuffle the deck. So I'm going to do it for you because I don't have any spectators with me. Okay, so the way I would recommend they shuffle the deck, because you can't like really riffle shuffle it that well if you're, a spectator. So I would recommend that they take, 2 cards, put them on the bottom, take 2 cards, put it somewhere like in the middle, whatever they want to do. Take 1 card, put it on the bottom, take 1 card, put it second from the top, cut the deck once, just whatever they want to do until they think that they're satisfied with the shuffling and that you cannot find their card. And then after you're done shuffling it, they're satisfied, they give you back the card. You say, okay, now you spread the cards out, or I like to number them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. Do you believe that I will be able to find your card? If you're a beginner, like this is your first or second trick doing on your parents or your friends, they'll say no. They'll be like, there is no way you're going to find my card. So basically, now I'm going to do a weird type, just look at them individually, and do a lot of concentration, over exaggerated concentration for dramatic effect. And I'm going to say that these 2 are not your card. No, not your card. And I'm going to say that these 2 are not your card either. They're not your card. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is your card. You look at the card and you say, what was your card? Blah, 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 my card was blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the card is. I didn't really look at it. So then you flip it over to reveal their card right there. Your card, the 3 of clubs. Alright, now I've done the performance of the trick, I'm going to show you how to do the trick. Okay, so now for the tutorial. This trick is a really great trick. I kind of thought about it a little bit ago. It's extremely, extremely powerful, and yet as powerful as this trick seems, and you think, oh, only a professional can do this, anyone who has hands and isn't mentally challenged can do this trick no problem. Maybe even mentally challenged people could do this trick easy. But basically, now on to the reveal of the trick. So I don't know if any of you have noticed it, but this deck of cards, there are not 52 cards in this deck. Yes, it is a completely regular deck. There is no marks or anything on the card for you to know exactly what the card is. But the thing is, the rest of the cards in the deck are right here. I don't know exactly how many cards are out of the deck, but I know you're wondering now, why did you take all these cards out of the deck? Well, the reasoning for me taking out all these cards out of the deck is because these cards are kind of cards that would be hard to do this trick with. I know you don't understand what I mean, but let me give you a little bit of insight. So casinos use these cards basically for poker and gambling, other gambling games and all that. And the thing is, the casinos and the bicycle company make these specifically for the casinos. So what that means is they don't want the cards to be any sort of skewed, you know, one side be a little bit thicker than the other side. They don't want any way to give the people edge on the poker table. So what they do is they make the cards as straight as they can. This picture right here, they make it as straight as they possibly can. So basically what that means for us is that the people who buy this, you know, at Walmart or from their local grocery store, they get basically the casino rejects. What that means is that the cards are not exactly straight and centered. And I know what you're wondering, what are you talking about? What I want you to do is I want you to look at this card right here. This is a card that is used in the trick, and I want you to look at this side of the card, all right? You see this white line right here? I don't know if you can see it that well, but the white line is a little bit thicker than the right line right here. You see this right line? It's a little thinner than the other line right there, if you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this one is a little bit thicker than this one right here. And on goes for the rest of these cards. You see that this line is thicker than that line. This line is thicker than that line. That's because we get the rejects from our local Walmarts that are not allowed in casinos because of the fact that they're a little off-centered. The machines kind of messed up the cards a little bit. Now that doesn't mean that all of the cards are rejects though. Some of them are perfectly straight, or either perfectly straight or extremely close to straight where you can't even really see it. So I'm going to show you this one. As you can see, it's kind of hard to see the difference in this card right here. Obviously you can see that this is a little bit thicker, but the thing is, it's not that much thicker. So if I were to spread the cards out, it'd be a little bit hard for me to see which side is bigger and which side is not as big. So what I do personally is I go through the whole deck, all the 52 cards, and I only get the cards that I know I can tell a difference from, thin and thick sides. So basically, I get all the thin and thick sides, which is basically this whole deck right here, which is all the thin and thick sides, which is kind of off-centered. And I get all the ones where I can't really tell the difference that much, and I totally just take them away from the trick and only get the ones with thin and thick sides right there. Step 2 to do this trick, after you do that, after you find the thin and thick sides in your bicycle deck. And by the way, I don't know if this would work if you ordered your bicycle deck off of online. They might give you really good bicycle decks, like perfectly centered ones off of online. But from this, I got this from like Costco or Walmart or something. So this is kind of like one of the rejects from the casino. And most of you guys will have rejects from the casino, and if not, just go out, pay $1 at Walmart, get you a deck of bicycle cards, and then it will be the rejects. So basically, after you get all the thin and thick lines that you found in your whole deck, which is all of these, you see thin and thick lines, you can obviously tell the difference. After you get all these cards, what you're going to do then is you're going to line up them exactly how it is. Notice how I have in this whole deck right here, I have all of them thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. Basically, I have the thick side of the cards to my left at all time. With the thick side of the cards to my left, what I can do then is now, whenever I go through the whole deck, I know that if a card is flipped the other way and one of the thick side is to the right, I know that that's a misplaced card. So what I'm basically saying with this is that, say, name a number between 1 and 10, blah, 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 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? You have these 5 cards right here, which have thick, thin, thick to the left, and thin to the right. You see all these cards right here. Spectator picks a card. Okay, look at your card, and while you say look at your card, flip the deck around so now that the thick side is on the right and that the thin side is on the left. So now when the spectator puts the card back into the deck, it is the one card with the thick side to the left now. You see that? Thick side to the left, and this one has thick side to the right. So basically, all you need to do to basically prepare this trick is get all the thick sides to the left of you or to the right of you, whichever you prefer, and then shuffle up the deck, making sure to keep the thick sides the same instead of, like, you know, flipping it around accidentally, shuffling it this way, and then the thick sides will be all jumbled up and they won't be thick thin anymore. And then just shuffle it. You can shuffle it just to kind of convince them that it really is random, because you don't care about that again, only care about the thick and thin sides. But if you want to get the whole deck right here of the thick and thin side cards with it all the same direction, and you want to do this with the whole deck, so basically like this, and they put their card somewhere random in the whole deck and try to find it that way, you can do that too. I've done that trick before and I like it, but I just kind of think that the other way is a lot faster, and it's still just as powerful. But anyway, if you like the video today, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'm sorry for no Foolish video today. I just didn't want to wait a month before uploading another video. You guys don't deserve that, because you guys have given me quite a bit of subscribers. But if you did enjoy this video and you actually did this trick on your friends and you're new to magic and you did this trick on your friends or something like that and you totally fooled them and they think you're Jesus or something like that, don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you later. Bye.